Tim Walz has decided to go to this world stage again, and I think he's trying to attempt to be the front runner for the Democrats, as the Democrats still to this day think that Kamala Harris might be the answer, which is absolutely hysterical in my eyes, as they push Kamala Harris and Jasmine Crockett at the same time. Yeah, keep pushing these absolute cringe women. We love it. But Tim Walz goes on Gavin Newsom's podcast because Gavin Newsom has been having right-wing extremists lately, and we hate those. You're not allowed to talk to those kind of people. They're Nazis and they need to not be trusted. But he goes on with Gavin Newsom and decides to start saying that MAGA people or people on the right are all wusses and that he can beat them up. No, I'm pretty sure I can beat them up. Dude, do you know how old you are? Look, I get it. We're men. And sometimes we feel when we get older, look, I'm getting older. I'm 95 years old. I know I look great for my age, just being a ginger. But as we get older, we still think we're in that young body. We still think we can handle our business. We can handle our business, and we can, if somebody gets in our face, we can handle ourselves. But I know that the law of age will come after you eventually at some point. And no matter how old you get, you will not be able to handle business the way you used to be able to handle business, and you won't be able to rock with those hits like you used to be as well. So the fact that he's going up and starting fights, I think he's still doing this I think the Democrat Party told him that he is manly. You can fix your cars. You can fix your Broncos. We want to see you. But listen to him talk about wanting to fight people.
How do you fight it?
This notion
I think
of
I could kick most of their ass. I do if they want to do it. I know I can run them, but I don't know if we're going to fall into that place where we want to. Okay, we challenge you to a WWE fight here type of thing. How do you fight it?
I think I can kick most of their asses. You know what I'm saying? I can totally fight every single one of them. Oh my God. It's like we already know who's calling, and I don't even want to pick up the phone. You know what I mean? I already know who it is. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm here to fight you, Derek O'Shea. Please don't do that. I don't want to hit an old man. Oh, you scared? You're scared. I'm from Minnesota. I do my own oil changes. Yeah, man, I do my own oil changes too, yeah. It's pretty easy to change. Oh, but for the Democrats, it's a big idea. I don't know where my Irish accent come from, but I've come out this morning. I'm from Ireland. I don't think you're Irish, man. I'm whatever the Democrats want me to be, and today, I'm here to take on MAGA.
I'm gonna come.
Okay. I think you already took on MAGA, and you lost. Pretty freaking bad, my dude. Oh, the election was rigged. I swear to God. Okay. All right. Well, we'll come back to you, Tim, in a little bit, because right now I'm over it. WWE, sit down, old Gramps. Pretty ballsy for the one to do that with the guy who literally just got away with murder. Oh, you're talking about news? Who are you talking about? Baldwin. He's so blunt. Tim Walz is no longer Tampon Tim. yeah, he is. He's trying to, like how all influencers do when they start to but people are bored of them, bored of their idea, bored of who they are. They've heard the same jokes over and over again. They want something new. And so what an influencer does, instead of just staying consistent and being authentic, they change who they are. And Tim Pound Tim has decided that he is no longer about the monthly bleed. He is going out all balls to the Tim balls to the walls, to the windows, to the Tim Walls. God. Sometimes they just come out. Sometimes it just comes out. I don't know where that came from. Tim Walz also has been going around and speaking to, what's up, HR picking stuff? Alec, it puts the lotion in the basket guy. It truly does. Tim Walz has been going around to stages everywhere to show his new persona about being a man. Not only is he starting fights with people on Gavin Newsom's podcast, but he's decided that he wants to take down the 7th largest American company. Because nothing says I care about American values like taking down large corporations. You know that corporation that hires a bunch of people and gives people work and pays people a decent salary and people are excited to work there, and it's actually pushing green energy to folks who actually don't want to care about green energy? Look, I didn't want an electric vehicle until Tesla came out, but now all of a sudden, if you're on the left, you hate green energy. And you hate green energy so much you're willing to set green energy batteries on fire, which if you only have 2 brain cells, you know what those batteries will do to the water. But who cares? We don't want water. We just want droughts, because droughts equal good. Here's him on stage doing his tough guy spiel.
Saying on my phone, I don't know, some of you know this on the iPhone, they've got that little stock app. I added Tesla to it to give me a little boost during the day. 225 and dropping. So, and if you own one, we're not blaming you. You can take dental floss and pull the Tesla thing off, you know, and take out, just telling you. Saying
I'm a car guy. I'm a car guy. If you just take dental floss, which I usually put in my butt, it's usually my underwear for the morning. If you just take the dental floss and you just go down to the Tesla emblem, it'll literally come off. Yeah, nothing says exciting like watching a company just go into flames. Nothing sounds exciting like watching all these Teslas be burned alive and terrorism be in American shores. I like all these leftards that just go around like screaming about how the right is so violent, but at the same time, the left is the one setting Teslas on fire, going to people, random people's homes, random people's businesses, and then destroying their own property. And not only that, there was a website created to dox Tesla owners. A new website was just created to dox Tesla owners. I mean, this is literal terrorism. This is terrorism at you can't define terrorism any different. This is terrorism. And the left is like. So when Tim Pool says things like civil war, my ears perk up. At first I used to make fun of the Beanie Man for saying these sort of silly things, but this is absolutely ridiculous. You have people's homes being terrorized, you have people's cars being terrorized, and you have Tim Walz going around saying, this is so great, this is so great. So Reddit Live says 1,500 Tesla owners were doxxed today. And there's a website, and it's people have been trying to break down the website, and they built it really well, so it makes you wonder who actually built this. Charlie says, I just got a Lyft ride in a Tesla. It was a cool ride. Dude, I like Teslas. I like the Teslas. I'm thinking about making Teslas if I don't do the homesteading life. Right now, the homestead bug is so deep within me, I don't know what to do with it. I bet Tim transitions before the next election. Dude, Tim Walz would be a beautiful woman. And he'll go around and fight everybody. Violet says WTF, I know. But look at this. I mean, okay, not only does he go into this, but he also goes on to talk about how he thinks that people on the right are scared of him because he can fix a truck. What are we talking about here? What can you do on a truck that I can't do? Look, I've literally taken apart engines. I've taken engines out of cars. I've changed engines. I've taken an engine that was stock and then I put an engine from a race car into another engine. I've done my own clutches. I've replaced transmission. I've done CV axles. I've changed my own oil. I've done electric work. But you're right, Tim Walz. You are a man. You're like a man's man. You're the man's man that I've been dreaming of my whole life. Okay? You're my man's man. And I love it. It's so sexy to hear you talk. Listen to him talk about this.
But I think this notion of toxicity in masculinity.
Can we talk about Gavin Newsom's thumbs? If you don't put your thumbs away, I'm going to lose my mind. You know, he has like some PR person in his ear like, Gavin, put the thumbs down. Put the thumb. We don't want to see the thumb. I'm seeing the way you're working on trucks. You're working on trucks. It's so cool to see. You're working on these truckies. You're doing truck things. I go to French Laundry. You change your own oil. We're together. We could be a match made in heaven. I wonder if Gavin Newsom right now with his bloodshot eyes, holy crap, look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Are you high right now? Are you on drugs? Are you on freaking marijuana? How many edibles are you on, young man? You're running the the country of California and you're high off a rocker.
I'm gonna come.
He's like, yeah, I like to take a little bit of edible when I get home from work and I do podcasting. And basically Joe Rogan, that's how he got famous. South Park Man song? Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's listen to this.
But I think this notion of toxicity in masculinity needs to be separated.
Wow.
And I think it's been conflated. And I think we're going to have to work on that a little bit. And I think there is a
I
crisis.
think some of us scare them.
men.
I think I scare them a little bit why they spend so much time on this. No, I'm serious because I can fix a truck. They know I'm not bullshitting on this.
Yeah.
I'm not putting this in people's grill. I don't know if my identity is not hunting. My identity is not football coaching.
My identity is not hunting. Yeah, we saw you in your hunting video. It was horrible, but continue.
Identity is not, a beard and a truck.
But I think this notion of
My identity isn't like a beard in a truck. It's not a beard in a truck. God, what? Yeah, I hear you talking about me, Derek O'Shea. Oh, you got rid of the Irish accent, didn't you? Yeah, I can change an oil. Yeah, really? What kind of oil do you put in? I put in the oil from Costco. Do you even know what the weight is? Do you even know? I put in oil and I can do an oil change, and my identity isn't in oil changes, though. Okay, if anybody's going around screaming my identity's in oil changes, I think they need help because literally, excuse me, I'm going to be the leader of the Democrat Party, and there's nothing you can do about it. I want you to be the Democrat leader, my dude. Oh, why would you say that? Because you're cringy as a... Okay, now I'm gonna fight you. WWE match between you and me right now. I don't even know what that means. I'm just like so sick of listening to all these psychopaths going around saying these things. But I'm excited about this new avenue. The Democrats don't go away when they lose. It's so great. Like Jeb Bush, when he lost, he went away. But the Democrats, they just stick around and they don't go away. It's so funny to me.